excited for my next guest. There's a lot of things in the world I love, coffee being on the very tippy top of the list. And it's even better when the guest has your same first name and he spells it right. And that's right. Moms out there, if you're spelling your child's name Eric, the only way to spell it is the way that mine's spelled. And our next guest, Eric Hadley from Got Your Six Coffee, is going to be joining us. So let's bring Eric onto the show. Eric, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing outstanding. Thanks for having me today. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. I've had a couple cups of coffee, so I'm doing pretty good. I don't have any complaints. I don't talk to anybody until I have it. I mean, I have mine here. I'm not going to turn around. It's like, don't talk to me before. I mean, I'm the guy. Hold on, I'm going to jump off camera. I know this is a sin. My producer's going to crucify me. But because you're a coffee guy, I got to grab it. So I'm back. Look at that. Woohoo! I just totally violated like 8 things in TV world, and I'll get lectured later. Right now, I'm getting like a text like, damn it, sit down.
It's your show.
So Chris, it's mine. My name is on it.
I know, right?
I know who I am. Funny thing. So this Christmas, my baby brother, I love him dearly. He's been in New York through the entire quarantine. He gave me the coolest Christmas gift. And sorry to everybody else who gave me Christmas gifts. No offense, Mom. This awesome electronic coffee cup that keeps my coffee 135 degrees. I kid you not, you should go get this. It's the greatest invention ever. It's an app on your phone. You can put tea in it, and it says it's 130. It's great.
There you go.
You know you have a tea problem when this is what you have for coffee. So anyways, sorry to plug a product that's neither one of ours, but
yeah,
we love coffee. So, so let's talk about this. So you are a veteran, obviously. And what branch were you in again?
I was a Navy reservist.
A squid.
Yeah,
we're related, as I'm a Marine in the Navy, so we won't pick on you for that. Absolutely. But hey, you guys are great Ubers. We love you guys for that. Just kidding, Navy people. I don't need the Navy. He makes fun of the Air Force and the Navy. No, I don't.
Your watch is high, boys.
Yeah, I'm like, I love my guy in the Air Force that I give a hard time to. Matt knows that. He knows I just like to give. How about in the Air Force, you have to get your chops busted just a little bit.
My brother was Air Force, so it's all about it, right? Give it to him.
We only make fun of them because we're envious. That's the reason why I make fun of them. I walked into their recruiting office and I was like,
wait a minute.
Oh, it's like you're not even in the military. This is great. Why didn't I go here? The food's good. Anyways, so you started a coffee company.
Yes, sir.
What got you into coffee?
Craziness, actually. It was 2016. I moved to Springfield, Missouri, and just through life events, I found myself. When I resigned my commission, I went to work for the Coast Guard, and back 2012, 13, that's when sequestration was happening, and I was running IBCT product line for the Coast Guard Yard in Baltimore, doing ship repair, and thought I was going to lose my job. So at that point, I was freshly married, little one on the way, kind of proactively reached out to classmates of mine. I went to school at New Mexico Military Institute and then transferred to Maine Maritime Academy. And a couple phone calls later, I found myself with a job working for Transocean Offshore Oil, controlling power plants for the oil industry, and could live anywhere I wanted. So with knowing that I'd be doing 3 weeks on the rig, 3 weeks home, off, moved to Springfield, Missouri. And a couple years later, 3.5 years later, first year into it was awesome, just like I had planned. And downturn of the oil industry, spent the next 2.5 years watching large numbers of my coworkers getting laid off. I mean, to kind of give a little insight to that, when I hired on, there was Transocean had 98 drill rigs and ships, each having a crew 500 to 700 people. And when I got laid off in 2016, they were down to 28. So just wrong place, wrong time. I was actually on the sister rig to the Deepwater Horizon, Deepwater Nautilus. We were in shipyard. Shell spent like some ridiculous amount of money. I think it was like $482 million to shipyard repair. And we came out, put one hole in the water, and they said, we're done. So everybody got laid off. And here I was, Springfield, Missouri, spent the entire career that I had on the ocean, and there's no ocean in Springfield. So several months later, I exhausted my savings. And, at that point I have 50% custody of my son, and just that's the important part to me. So I got to the point where I was tapping into my retirement, and I said, if I'm going to do this, I got to do something positive with it. So started Got Your Six.
I love it. So where is your coffee available? Are you e-commerce? Are you in stores? How's that kind of work?
I've got some retail locations, wholesale. So it's gotyoursixcoffee.com is source. We're on all Instagram, all that kind of fun stuff. So you can make any purchase from there. But we've got retail locations across the U.S. and some wholesale. So if you're into coffee, you need some, just hit us up. We've got your back.
Oh, I didn't know if that was raise your hand and ask. You're asking if people needed something. I'm like, yeah, of course. I'll be ordering some right after we get done here.
82% of Americans drink coffee, so the odds are.
Yeah, and the weird ones are the ones that are like, I don't drink coffee. You're like, oh, you probably don't watch the Super Bowl either, do you? That's what I always say. But so again, my biggest thing is I always ask this question, and I've talked with Matt Best and the boys over at Black Rifle, which I'm sure you're familiar with, and I love this question. So you pick coffee, right? Like coffee's an interesting. Obviously, there's the big dog in the room that everybody's familiar with, Starbucks. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, where we are the biggest coffee snobs on the planet. Obviously, in New York, there's some amazing coffee there that has been there. I mean, I went to this one coffee shop in Soho, and I'm going to get them a shout out just because I like them. Puerto Rico Importing, which has been there since like 1876. And it has that ridiculous smell when you walk in and the beans just overwhelm you and you just lay down on them and just be in there the rest of the day. I mean, so you get into coffee now. Are you doing the coffee beans on site, or are they, how's that work? I know that's, I know these roasting questions. These are the questions I'm like, you got to ask the guy this. So.
Everything's here in Springfield. We import, obviously, people ask all the time, where do you get your coffee? A lot of people don't understand or know that coffee is sourced primarily from outside the U.S. There's only one place in the U.S. that actually grows coffee, and that's Hawaii. So everything else is imported and roasted here in Springfield and shipped out to everybody all over the U.S.
I love it. Oh, by the way, you've been invited to be on. We have one segment by the folks over at Vet Pivot. They have a segment that they do, and you've already been asked to be on their show. So Sweet. Just so you know, they're you can bash on the Air Force when you're on there because he likes it when people do that. He's a big fan of making fun of the Air Force. But so that's interesting to know about coffee, right? There you go. I like that question. There we go, Jacob, with the question. Are your beans fair trade?
Some are, some aren't.
I don't even know what that means. So that's great. I learned something new today. I'll Google that. And that comes from a person who just posted he doesn't drink coffee. You got to love that, right? Like, you don't drink coffee, but you want to know if they're fair trade. That's a great question. I like that. So what's next for you, man? Like, as you're growing, I mean, how's business been during coronavirus, right? There's more people at home, so more people drinking coffee. Has your business grown during this?
We have. It's been an interesting couple months with Corona, but it's allowed us to turn inward and focus on some stuff, give us kind of a little breather. And at the same token, like we do a lot of campaigns for stuff. And we just finished up a Coffee as Community campaign where individuals would purchase 4 bags and we'd give 2 bags. And we ended up, through the time of all this, we sent out 6,800 coffee units. Now that's cups of coffee to healthcare professionals all over the U.S. I mean, we had Michigan, California, Oregon, Missouri, just all over the place, just trying to use the power of coffee to do something positive for our community and country.
Wow. Country or countries. We could be multiple. I mean, Canada's kind of like our country. I mean,
communities and country.
Communities. I love it. That's what right now somebody's like, Canada is a separate country, Eric. I'm like, I know that. I'm just being sarcastic. See, I already know my hate mail, what they'll say. So it's good. Yeah. I know one of the big questions I have for you is how big is your team, and do you have any veterans on staff?
We're a small team, and we do have veterans. We've got a lot of volunteers. Because of what we do, 100% of the net profit goes to support first responders, veterans, their families through a variety of nonprofits and stuff that we do. So we do a lot. Because we give so much, we're trying to keep the overhead low. But our team is largely based on veterans and also first responders.
That is awesome. So that's terrific. I love supporting any bit. In fact, you get my business now because you do support things that, of course, I'm passionate about, which is number one, supporting veteran-owned companies, which you are, and two, making sure people give you the time of day and go check out your coffee, because they need to go check you out at gotyoursixcoffee.com. And then when you're done with that, head over to YouTube and smash that subscribe button to subscribe to our show on YouTube, because I haven't told you that in the show yet, and I haven't forgotten. I just wanted to remind people. But yeah, and then you go buy coffee. Make sure you go support gotyoursixcoffee.com, doing a lot of big things out there in the community. Clearly, you're giving back, and it's great to hear that you're growing. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about? I mean, while you're here, kind of share what's next for you guys as you grow. And I do know that there is an organization out there that would love to chat with you. I think you guys would be perfect together. We do a lot of work with Laughter Saves Lives. Our first guest is part of Laughter Saves Lives, and it's a big organization that we'd love to connect you with, because they are a bunch of first responders, and you're a veteran. That kind of, it's like Wonder Twin Powers unite, yay! But I mean, what's next for you guys? Where do you see your growth going and your company going?
So we've been doing a lot of stuff the last couple of years. We've done events called Beans and Bullets, where we do the event for three reasons. One, it's a way for us to say thank you to first responders and veterans. Two, we use the event as a way to gift them expensive, high caliber training and gear. So as an example, this past November, we put 30 first responders and veterans through a 2-day tactical rifle course and did that for them. And the third reason we do the event, we use the event as a way to commemorate the life of a fallen hero. And so this past November, we commemorated the life of CW2 Jonathan Buffett, who at the time of his death, he was the youngest helicopter and fixed wing airplane pilot in the United States Army. You can catch all that. We did ended up being a 2-part season finale for the TV show Brotherhood of Brew on Amazon Prime. And so yeah, we did that. And as a part of that, we put together a teaser and a pilot, and we're working on our own TV show. What allows us to, our plan is to go around the United States and do the same. We just want to bless first responders, veterans, their families, and find creative ways to give back while also telling the stories of our fallen heroes.
I absolutely love that. Let us know if there's anything that we can do to endure, and we'll have you back on the show definitely to showcase that. I want to thank you, Eric, for joining us. Make sure everybody you go out and you check out I don't know why I completely froze up and tell you a completely different company that's not even coffee related. Weird. I don't know how that was going to happen. I need more coffee, clearly. Only 2 cups into me so far, and I need more. But go check out Eric at gotyoursixcoffee.com. Order your coffee today. You're giving back to veterans and first responders, helping a good cause, also helping a small business, which we talk about on this show all the time. Small business in America make the world go round. Don't support the big guy, support the little guy. You can have a voice, and hey, you're not taking away. Trust me, Starbucks will be just fine without your business, and you can go support a veteran-owned company, and you'll feel better and you'll sleep well at night. Because yeah, you got to go support our guys that show up here on our show. So Eric, I want to thank you for coming on. You are welcome on anytime you ever want to come on here. We'll have you on anytime. We can always talk about coffee. I'm a fan. So
appreciate
coffee, that. So yeah, thanks, bud. And we'll see you soon. Have yourself a good weekend and stay safe.
You too.
Thanks.
Let's get to the point.